Hello, this is Adolf. Welcome to the video lecture series on the course of Design of Steel Structure. And this is the lecture number 4 in the unit number 4. In this video, we are going to see about the problems that are related to the design of compression member. First problem. A column is made up of two ICMC 300 placed back to back. The column has both ends rigidly held and restrained against rotation. So length of the column is 6 meter. Calculate the maximum load the column can carry. For single ISMC section, area is 4564 mm square. IX 6362.6 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. IY is 310.8 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4, and CY is 23.6 mm. And also find the distance between back to back. So consider this is one C section, this is another C section. Consider it. Another C section. So we have to find the maximum load the column can carry, and also we have to find this distance, center to back to back distance. This is 1x, this distance we have to find. So this is a y axis and this is the x axis. X axis is same for single, and if it is a coincide with the double angle channel section also. So y will be differ because y of the angle double channel will come here, but y of the single, this will come at a distance here. This is y1 y1. So this distance is 20. This distance is 23.6 mm. So we have to find the P and what is the X value also we have to find. So the question, the actual length of the column is 6 meter. So actual length is 6 meter. So in the question it says the both ends rigidly held and restrained against rotation. So what is that end condition here is both ends are fixed. So K value is 0.65. So effective length is equal to K into L, that is 0.65 into 6 meter, that is 3.9 meter or 3900 mm. 3900 mm. So let's start by finding the back to back distance. Back to back distance. So how we can find the back to back distance? So area of the one channel is given, that is 4564 mm square. So this is area of one channel. So what is the total area? That is 2 times of 4564. It will give 9128 mm square. 9128 mm square. So what is the IXX? IXS of the compound section is, IXS of compound section is, we know Ix value. So 2 times of Ix. So 2 times of Ix is 2 into Ix value is given in the question 6362.6 into 10 to the power 4. So it will comes at 1.27252 into 10 to the power 8 power 4. Power 4. So can we find the Iyy? Iyy is equal to, what is the formula? Iy plus area into height, the distance. So into 2 times, because 2 channel sections are there. So 2 into Iyy is 310.8 into 10 to the power 4 plus, what is the area? 4564. What is the h1 square? How we calculate the h1, the distance? That is 20 cy, that is 23.6. This is cy distance plus x whole square. So x we cannot find. So how we can find the x distance? By equating Ix's into Iyy. Why we are equating Ix's and Iyy means, if you need more load carrying capacity, the both axes should have equal strength. So that's why we are equating Ix's into Iyy. So we know Ix's is 1.27252 into 10 to the power 8 into 2 into 310.8 into 10 to the power 4 plus 4564, 23.6 plus x into square. So if you do the shortening, and if you substitute the if you take one end and keep the other one for the finding of the values, then it will 13259.86 into 23.6 plus x into whole square. So taking square root on both sides, it will give 5.15 into 23.6 plus x. So the x value is 91.55. So one x value is 91.55. So back to back distance is equal to 2 into x, because we have the channel section, we have one x and we have another x, so 2x. So 2x is 2 into 91.55, that is equal to 183.10 mm. So this is the one answer, and we have to find the p value. So we know the effective length, so we can go with the R minimum. So R minimum is I minimum by A. So I minimum value is, we know, 1.27252 into 10 to the power 8 divided by area is 9128. So if take square over everything, 118.07 mm. This is the R minimum. The maximum slenderness ratio is LE by R minimum, effective length by R minimum. So effective length is 3900 by 118.07, that is equal to 33.03. This is the lambda. So lambda value we got. So what is this sigma AC? Sigma AC value is 145 minus 145 by 139 by 10 into 3.03. So it will comes at 143.182 Newton per mm square. So this is the sigma AC. So the maximum allowable it was asked. So PAC is equal to, what is the maximum value we can take, not the permissible value. It is a maximum value we have to take, not a permissible value. So area into sigma AC. So area is 9128 into 143.182. It is 1306.965 Newton. So it is equal to 1306.96 kilo Newton. So this is the maximum compressive maximum load the column can carry. So this is the solution. Second question, calculate the safe load carrying capacity of a build-up column as shown in figure. Effective length of column is 5 meter. Use IS 800 1984 specification. The properties of IS MC 350 at 42.1 kg per meter are: IS is equal to 10,008 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. Iy is 430.6 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4, and the area of the one angle section is 5366 mm square, and Cy distance is 24.4 mm. So in the figure says two build-up sections are facing each other, and it is covered by two cover plate. The two cover plates sizes 400 by 12 mm thickness. Breadth is 400, thickness is 12 mm. So the y-axis lies here. So the distance, the h value, the distance from the centroid of the angle to the y-axis is 175.6 mm. And the Cy distance will come from end to the centroid distance, that is 24.4 mm. And the height of the angle section is 350. So in this we have to find the P value. So what is the safe load carrying capacity value we have to find? So the formula for the P is A into sigma AC. So A it is given in the question, so no problem at all. So sigma AC, how we can find? We have to find the lambda. So from the lambda we can find the sigma AC. So this one is a column section, not a angle strut section. So if it is an angle strut, we have to use allowable axial compressive stress. But this one is a column section. So sigma AC directly we will use, that is the maximum permissible maximum compressive stress. So let's do the problem. Solution. So we know the effective length LE is equal to 5 meter, that is 5000 mm. We know area of built up column, So what is the area? So A is equal to, what is the area of the plate, that is area of the channel section is 5, 366 plus what is the area of the plate, that is 400 into 12. So this is for one channel and one plate. So we have two channel and two plate. We have to multiply by 2. So here the area will come as 20332 mm square, because we have two channel section and to plate. Then we have to find the IXS, because here channel section is no problem, but we have a plate, so we can't take IXS directly. We have to, sorry, or XS value we can't take directly. So we have to find the IXS, then only we can find the RXS value. So we can go to the IXS. IXS formula is Ix of channel plus Ix of plate. So in y-axis, how many are the two channel and two plates are there? So 2 times. So Ix of channel directly given in the question. So 2 times of Ix, it's no problem. Plus, what is the Ix of plate? Breadth of plate into depth of plate cube by 12 plus area of the plate into h square. H square. So in this x direction, so your centroidal distance is 175, 350. So half will be 175. 175. Then here thickness is 12. So here also 6 t by 2. So 6. So h is equal to 175 plus 6. It is equal to 181. So area of the plate is AP is 400 by 12. So if you substitute every value here, so 1,008 into 10 to the power 4 plus what is the breadth of the plate? 400 into depth of the plate is 12 cube by 12 plus 400 into 12 into 181 square. So if you calculate the values, IXS is equal to 51478 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. Then we can calculate the IYY. IYY value is IY of channel plus IY of plate into 2 times. So into 2 into IY plus what is the moment of inertia? Moment of plus what is the moment of inertia of the plate? That is dP into BP cube by 12. This is the IY of plate, the x direction, in y direction. But in y direction, in this IYY, we have what? This plate distance will play here. This distance will play in the y direction. So from the channel. So IYY plus A1 plus H1 square. This is for channel section, because in y axis, so here from here to here distance will play the role, not in plate. It doesn't have any role on that. So but in x direction plate plays the role, but in y direction this distance plays the role, this distance. So here 2 into, so what is the IY value? 430.6 into 10 to the power 4 plus area of one channel is 5366 into, so what is the h1 distance? 175.6 whole square plus d 12 into 400 cube by 12. So this is the IYY. So IYY value is equal to 46753.7 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. So we found the IXS, that is equal to 51478 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4, and IYY is equal to 46753.7 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. So what is the I minimum? So I minimum is the lesser of these two values. So which value is the lesser? IYY is the lesser. So I minimum is equal to IYY 46753.7 into 10 to the power 4 mm power 4. So we got the I minimum. Then we can go for the R minimum. So R minimum value is I minimum by area. I minimum by area. So I minimum is 4673.7 into 10 to the power 4 square root of I minimum by area is 20332 total area. So the R minimum value is 151.64 mm. So we have R minimum, then effective length we have. So maximum slenderness ratio is equal to effective length by R minimum. So that is equal to 5000 divided by 151.64. That is equal to 32.97. So lambda is 32.97. So from this we can get the sigma AC. So sigma AC is 145 minus interpolation of the lambda value to the sigma. So 145 minus 139 by 10 into 2.97. So sigma AC is equal to 143.218 megapascal. So this is the sigma AC. So what is the safe load carrying capacity? P is equal to area into sigma AC. So area is 20332 into 143.218. This is equal to 2911908 Newton or 2911.908 kilo Newton. So this much load the build-up section can carry safely. So this is the solution of the problem. So in this video we saw two problems that are related to the compression member and how to find the safe carrying capacity of a column. In the coming videos we will see some more problems on it. Thank you.